What's up, guys? It is JTB Gaming here, and welcome to the very first episode of a brand new series on my channel, making Minnesota United an MLS powerhouse. So I've been really wanting to do this for a couple of months now, but a couple of months ago the MLS was just finishing. It didn't feel like the right time, and the transfer window just kind of closed. Off season ended. Regular season is now finally started. So I did kind of feel like it was just kind of the right time to get things started, and here we are. The way the series is going to work, each episode will take place over the span of 5 games. Now, obviously, depending on when this is in the season, it could be a couple of months, could be just 2 weeks or so. There will be some episodes where it's purely just games, other episodes where there's promotions from the youth academy, transfers, injuries, suspensions. All that stuff could happen. There's no specific criteria, no specific structure, other than each episode will be 5 games. I'll be showing obviously you guys the highlights, talking before and after. So let's get into it. So Minnesota United they're a little bit above average in terms of the MLS 3-star team. They have a high placement on youth development, which works out perfectly because I am someone who really does want to fully kind of invest in the youth academy or send scouts, to the United States for 9 months. Same goes for Canada and Mexico. This is going to be how it is really whenever any of these seasons start, because I do enjoy the youth academy, especially whenever you're playing all these games. You get a new youth academy player. It just adds a little bit of spice to the team, and it just kind of switches things up a little bit. And something I was definitely not prepared for was Chase Gasper's release clause being met. Obviously, I haven't negotiated any of the contracts for the current players. I am someone who, unless I know that I'm probably going to be selling the player in the future, will never put a release clause on any of these players, especially when a week before the transfer window closes, you get a news that your starting left back is going to be joining LAFC. And he ended up doing that for $2.85 million. I was not planning on buying any players in the first transfer window because I just wanted to, experiment with the squads, actually see what we actually need versus what I want. And now we are just kind of screwed heading into the future. But even if we are screwed, life happens, life moves on. We're now in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup, facing off against Colorado Rapids. And here's the team is lining up. I haven't made a single change to the squad. That it just naturally loads in, except for Fisher is now starting at that left back spot because of Gasper leaving. Here are the highlights.
This to make it 1-0. And he puts it away. Here's Trapp. Fisher on the ball. Reynoso. Boxall. And it's with Emmanuel Reynoso. Now what can they do from here? Oh, he's left his marker for dead. Oh, there it is! Fragapane. Reynoso. Looking for that final pass, looking for the goal that would put them ahead. And in! Difficult to stop him. And foiled only by the crossbar.
Well, it was certainly a chance to get back into the game, and you have to say they're a bit unfortunate, but they do need to
they could finish here, Stuart. Well, far from the ideal pass, you've got to say. Going well. Real chance. And now the delivery. It might still be problematic. This looks interesting. Delivered into the box. And a struggle to get it away properly. Oh, big opportunity. And it's a double for... Playing it in. In it goes!
So at full time, we ended up winning the game 6-2. I mean, Hanu, hat-trick, Reynoso, double, Boxall even got involved. So things definitely went very well for us, and we get to continue on. And we are now in the first game of the regular season in the MLS. We're traveling to Lumen Field to face off against the Seattle Sounders. Here are the lineups and the highlights.
For the visitors today.
Well, in this shape, if their wide players stay high up the pitch and get enough of the ball, it's a very attacking lineup. But if they drop too deep, they will then leave the centre forward isolated, and it could be difficult for them. See more of the same today.
Lodeiro. Albert Rusnak. Now Jordan Morris. Decent position. Can he put them in front? Yes, is do from here. But they dealt with the threat posed. Kunu. And threading it forward. And it's a goal. This to put them in front. And the penalty. Well, high quality defending. Could be threatening. Will they get themselves level here? And the ball is loose. And he gobbles. So it will be a throw-in here. And he clears the danger. A good and fair challenge. A glorious chance. Really vital interception here. Now a decent position. And a goal! Passing lanes. Just made sure nothing came of that. Freddie Montero. And the counter looks on here. Options available. And it's gone in! Not one for his personal scrapbook.
Well, that's really wayward. His technique completely let him down there.
Fragapane. The delivery. And a goal! They've...
So unfortunately, in our first regular season MLS game, we did end up losing the game 4-3. Just couldn't get it done as heading into the second half. And now we have to hope that this isn't a sign of things to come, as we host, for the first time in our managerial career, Real Salt Lake at the Allianz Field. It's our first home game. Hopefully we can make a big statement and impact. Here are the lineups and the highlights.
Well, here is the lineup for the hosts today.
Well, as you can see, they're going to play with the front two. And if you do that, it's vital that they work as a pair. They need to play close to each other and combine as much as possible.
And that is a free kick artist at work. What a goal it was. Damir Krejla. Takes aim. And he's got it. So underway again following the goal that made things level. Kunu. And it's with Emmanuel Reynoso. Might be able to set up the chance. Oh, a goal! Well, if you're wondering about added time, 2 minutes it'll be. Almost weighing up the opposition with a string of neat passes. Reynoso. This looks more than decent. He must finish! And a throw-in it's going to be. Intercepting it intelligently. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack. There's a slide rule pass. And a goal!
Coming thick and fast. It should be a good game, that. Hopefully I've not just given it the commentator's curse.
This is looking threatening. Now potential danger. Well, the attack carried an initial threat, but fizzled out. Can he do it? And this time it's in! Merrim. Poor attempt at a pass, really. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. And touched onto the frame of the goal. Oh! Poor pass under no real pressure. A really sumptuous ball. And he's found a bit of daylight. Oh! 10 minutes left for play. And he's broken free. Oh, burying them.
7-3 win is definitely how you want things to go, especially when you have 5 different goal scorers. Technically 6 if you include their own goal, but 5 different goal scorers. We're on fire. Things are looking good. And a player will be departing the club once the transfer window opens. That is Tomas Chacon, young Uruguayan right midfielder. He's young and he has high potential, so that's why I'm loaning him out. He doesn't have a spot here currently. He'll be joining Serie A side Salernitana. I definitely said that wrong, and I really don't care. Russell Gauthier will be joining the team from the Youth Academy. Canadian right midfielder. Very good pace, excellent dribbler, pretty good potential. Expect to see a lot of him in the future. Pablo Arias is also joining the team. Spanish attacking midfielder. He's an excellent shooter, and he also has a little bit of pace, so something a little bit different at that attacking mid spot. Could he replace Reynoso someday in the future? I don't know. I just don't know. Don't have any plans yet. Because could Matthew Thompson also replace him? Excellent passer, that attacking mid spot, again, excellent potential. So we have a lot of. We're kind of in a good spot. Don't know what we're going to do in the future, but we do know that we're going to enjoy the current moment. And we're now hosting Austin FC at the Allianz Field. I've done another YouTube series with them. If you want to check it out, it's on my channel. Here are the lineups and the highlights.
Grabs his chance today.
So the initial 11 for the home side.
Well, it's great to see them playing with the front two, but for it to work, they need to have a good understanding. They need to link up with each other and provide a different set of skills.
Passing it around, looking for the goal that would put them ahead. Kunu. Oh, surely. And a goal! Defending. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Lima. Finlay with it. Must score! And a goal! Roma Metanir. Going well. Must take the lead here. And they have. Well, that's how to beat your opponent. And space for the cross. Well, options at the back post here. And still dangerous. This could level it. And it's in. Well, nothing comes of it.
Well, you can't argue with those stats, can you? They've had good chances at both ends. The game is being played with great intensity, and it's been a pleasure to watch.
Looking for that final pass. Looking for the goal that would put them ahead. Chance to put them in front. And there!
Good inside that stadium, and two very good teams.
How about the cross? Beautifully disguised ball. Not a particularly strong challenge. It's there for him. And a goal.
Good inside that stadium, and two very good teams.
How about the cross? Beautifully disguised ball. Not a particularly strong challenge. It's there for him. And a goal.
At the end of the day, a 4-2 win is a very good win. Unfortunately, we did let Finlay score against us, a former player, so we'll have to let that one slide. But 4-2 win, let's keep moving. Nate Parker will be joining the team from the Youth Academy, Canadian left wing back. He will be replacing Gasper at that left back spot. He will be starting immediately. And someone who will be joining the rotation is Juan Carlos Segura, Mexican defensive midfielder. He's 6 feet tall, which is good, high defensive work rate, and he's a good entry-level defensive mid. You know, good defending, good physical, good pace. Hopefully, he can end up being a star for us, but you just never know with these Youth Academy players, which also adds to the intrigue of these Youth Academy players. And now we'll be facing off against the Colorado Rapids at the Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Here are the lineups and the highlights.
This is the lineup for the visitors today.
Well, 4-4-2 is a good formation if it's played well. It covers most of the bases defensively, and if you can then rotate your positions when you regain possession, you can also be fluid in attack. Let's hope we see that today.
Well read to ease the pressure. Looking for that final pass, looking for the goal that would put them ahead. And there is...
So something I definitely not thought would never happen in this series, especially the way the things were going, is a 1-0 result. And Maria got the goal in the 29th minute to win us the game. I mean, it's easier for me, less editing. So now this episode, the gameplay is over. Let's look back on things. We're now currently sitting second in the Western Conference, just only behind Seattle Sounders, who beat us. So we're in a pretty good spot right now. And in the round of 16, we'll be facing off against the New England Revolution in the U.S. Open Cup. Thank you guys for watching if you're still here. I have no clue when the next episode will be coming out, but I do know that it's been an absolute blast. Hopefully this series becomes a big one. I plan on doing this for an entire 10 years because I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, if you're new, make sure that subscribe button, stick around for some other videos I recommend. And it is JTB Gaming, signing off.